Hi there!
The Emperor's finest, reporting. We await your command.
No power in the verse can stop me.
Welcome everyone to Vampyr. We find out what happens here in London today. Join us as we travel through the dark straits of the world that we find ourselves in. I've literally started the game up, played it a little bit to get the feel of how the controls work, so I don't go in being like, okay, what button did we push? That's about it. And that was last night where I was half asleep, so I don't know any of it. I know we're, based on the game description, we're a doctor, and we're in war. We came back from war or something, and London has the Spanish flu, I think it is. Some plague. And we turn into a vampire, apparently. So, yeah, I'm so up to date on all this game. I know it back and forth all through. No, I'm kidding. I don't know anything about it, really. That's all I know about it. So let's get into it. We thought about this one, but they say you don't get experience points for killing, which means they're forcing you to have to drain people. Because I did see they said that you get experience by draining people. So I think we're going to go this mode. Simply because this one's super easy, just for the story. We're going to go this one so there is some challenge. But we don't have to worry about having to kill lots of people just to get enough experience to pass the next boss. I want us to be able to choose, not be forced into it. Choose what we do, who we are. So that's what we're gonna do. Otherwise, I'd go the harder way.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Yeah, so we're jumping right into the gritty nasty of apparently we're already dead. Yeah, that's not a way to wake up. Exactly. Exactly. No! I was trying to get this chat to keep going because I messed up. It's part of why I hate JavaScript error. And I've always been like, can we switch to Blazor? Because Blazor you can step through and actually be able to see where the problem is. Where JavaScript you have to guess and check. I hate it. Let me guess. We follow the blood trail.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
And let me guess, we have to drink the person. Let's just stand here for a while we chat. But that's all I've always wanted to go with Blazor, is because it handles the same thing JavaScript does, but allows you to code in C# and can actually step through the code line by line. So much better for debugging, so much quicker for resolving issues. And yet I'm not seeing people do that. And why do we have to call this AI stuff AI when it's just ML? Can we not be deceptive about what things are? But backseat all you want. I hope you guys are enjoying this. So apparently it's not going to do anything unless we do it. Because she's not even detecting us, even though she should by this amount of time. Yeah, and we can't even walk out of this area. Okay, so we have to. Railroad. She knows us? Uh-oh, that's not cool. No, 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 no. Oh. Just a bad dream. We hope so. Oh no.
What have you done?
Mary!
We killed our sister?
No!
Well, that's not
Mary.
cool.
Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Mary. Mary. No. No. No.
Well, guess it's a vampire game. It's how they usually start.
It's horror. It's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare. Hey, he agrees with you. Bad dream.
No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me! No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare! I need to get out of here!
Can't jump up.
This can't be
Apparently, there's no jumping.
No! Please! Stop!
Ow.
I mean you no harm!
Oh, sprint. Sprint, sprint, sprint. I don't want to die.
Oh, Mary.
Or re-die.
What have I done? What's all this about? Now, I can defend myself.
Okay, so nothing is gained via breaking stuff, it looks like.
Don't let it out of your sight! Over there!
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Can I crouch? No stealth, but I can tell. Maybe later?
Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry.
I like how he kills him. He's like, sorry. It's great. I'm sorry. You leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay, so you
please,
can lock on,
stop.
but you can.
Who are you? What do you want?
Can I crouch? Stealth attacks.
I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Please,
Listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's sake?
I'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me.
Oh, sun hurts. That's good to know.
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to
New
the
name
bone.
for sunburn.
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
No flaming
I need to
skewers.
find shelter.
Do we have weakness to fire? Are we that kind of vampire that we have weakness to fire?
Is anybody there?
No.
What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Where are lootables? There has to be lootables.
I had better remain here until nightfall.
Ooh, lootable. They sparkle. Fire and sun. I am not going to have time to read all these because my throat will go out and cease to work because there's so much text. So I will leave them up for a little bit for you guys to read. Wow. Pridwin leader. So Pridwin's going to be our enemies, apparently. Sparkly drawer. Yay, money! I'm sure we're going to need money because it's a game.
Brother, what have you done?
No idea.
Mary!
Apparently
Mary!
drink your blood.
Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
I will find them. I will make them pay with their lives. Or they will be resurrected and re-killed and resurrected and re-killed as many times as I... Oh, wait, no. We'll just kill them once. Just make it painful. Oh, what is this? Oh, ew. Oh, that is... Ew.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's impossible.
Apparently not. I mean, we woke up with a bunch of dead bodies that were rotting and decaying. That was pretty nasty. Do we have a reflection? Not really showing us. If we're that kind.
Dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as snow.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the summoned by warring song. The child born from darkness must take scent of his heart.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Looks like his wife died and then he shot himself.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Use revolver, 45 damage. British troop sidearm. You can level up weapons quite a bit too. So we're at 45 now. Level 5 is 153. Wow. That is a big difference. And then, oh, they get a perk each level that you can get too. Stun, fire rate, damage, reload time. Wow. Okay. How do we use it? How do we equip it? Another journal. Oh. Wow. 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 It's exactly what we thought. So she got some sort of plague as well. Oh, this game is already rough.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all.
That man said.
It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
boy. We're getting serious.
Rational thinking only.
Hope you guys are enjoying this. Oh, great. Another railroad moment. Nope, don't have a choice. Well, kaboom, boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's the start of the game. Okay. Now we start the actual game. That was premise. Welcome in.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who tames blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Great. Oh, good. Vampire abilities. Perfect. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Autophage. By selecting the available skill Autophage. Don't have a choice. Drain our own blood to heal. So blood apparently is a meter type thing. And now we gotta pick a aggressive skill. Okay, chat. Everyone ready? You guys gotta get involved. So Shadow Mist. Looks like the range is differing amounts. Place a cloud of shadow at target's feet or your own. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. Blood spears. Wield blood as spears. Throw them at long range. So that is a ranged one as well. Or melee. Claws. Rending claws. So we know we can do melee because we've done that. Do we want to go heavy into melee, or do we want to get something to give us some ranged capabilities? Shadow damage, blood damage, and just melee damage would be my guess. Is that symbol? Is there a range damage? That's blood damage. That's shadow damage. So there's probably range. From what I'm seeing, my guess is melee, range, blood, and shadow are the 4 damage types. Ranged? Okay. Do we want blood spear or shadow mist? Shadow mist. Okay.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then... it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
close.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
Oh. We can jump to certain areas.
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
I cannot enter.
Clever fucking beast.
We gotta find the loot. Aww. Mistake. Okay. Stun damage. Cruel Fang, welcome in. We have no clue what we're doing.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back.
Oh.
Die, vermin!
I was trying to figure out how we switch our... Oh. So stun them and drink them.
A strength I never knew I had.
Cool. How do we switch from this to the other, though? It shows the arrow, but not how we switch our weapons. No, it's not that.
This shouldn't be possible.
Oh, that's cool.
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys!
Every fiber of my being is a fire. My strength. My reflexes.
Okay.
I'm not human anymore.
Just got home from work? Aw, man, that's awesome. Glad you got home. Wish it wasn't just.
Where is our loot? It must beckon to us.
Because we need the loot. Okay. Cool. Nothing there. Let's see what we can find. Welcome in, Scott Dog. How are you doing? You make me see myself. It's interesting. How are you doing, man? You seem like you're doing well on God of War. We're trying to survive as vampires. We don't know what we're doing.
Poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
Free blood?
I can't believe
Yay,
I'm
free
doing
blood.
this.
Where did he go? There it is. It's going. Apparently we became a blood-sucking vermin. So now we're sucking blood from vermin. So does that mean we're a blood-sucking vermin or a vermin sucking blood? Or a vermin bloodsucker? Huh. It's going. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. Sleep deprivation on top of illness going around the house made things a bit interesting. I think I may have finally got my turn on that some. But we're here, we're having fun, we're playing a game that fits the time of year that it is. So we're trying to see what it is. We just started today. I played a little bit yesterday to just get the controls down. You know, so I knew what was forward, backward, stuff like that.
I can't believe
I don't know any of the story, though. Sweet, we're full on blood. Blood apparently is our meter for doing abilities. Found that out just now. With melee attack, I don't know how to switch my weapon, though.
What will London have to say to me?
So this is our secondary, but apparently somehow you can switch your secondary weapon because we have a pistol there, but I don't know how to actually switch to it.
I've so many questions unanswered.
What he said. I have so many questions unanswered. See, he knows exactly what we're thinking, chat. Money. At least loot glows a little bit. Loot has a little bit of a speckled glow to it so we can find things. Yeah. So... Oh, cutscene.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
So, we're a doctor who was in the army some, and now we came back to England, to London, and apparently we got bit and turned into a vampire, because that was how the game started. We were walking down the streets and some guy said some prophecy riddle kind of thing and then bit us, and we woke up in a mass grave.
This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked.
Lock picking. See, they're already making it so we need lock picking, and yet we haven't been given the skill to lock pick. How do we pick locks? Yes, yes, yes. Look, I'll push the skill button for you, see?
Fresh blood.
Goes that way. So we need to go down that alley.
Strong. There is no one in sight.
Which means we're not going to go down that alley. We're going to look for loot. Everyone knows in games you gotta loot. Can't go that way yet, because it doesn't want to let us. Ooh, sign. But yeah, Scott Dog. Appreciate you bringing your peeps here. Hope you guys enjoyed Scott Dog and God of War playthrough. He was doing a great job with that. Never dying once. Being super masterful all the time. Defeating all foes without any difficulty.
Nobody at home.
Interesting. So we're the type of vampire that can't enter houses without being allowed in. That is interesting. See, we don't even know what lore of vampires is. Hideout. New hideout is available. Where? First one had a red door.
Everyone go? According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
I see it up here. Ah, cool. Okay, so these are what we're going to use. Okay, so we can carry a certain amount of ammo, and then we have to come back and refill to get more ammo. We can craft things, medical treatment, serums, and weapon upgrades. Oh. We can break things down. So either we can sell things or we can recycle things. Of course. Wee plop. Yeah, I know. The blood said to go the other way. Which is why we're not. We're trying to find the loot. We want the loot. All the loot. The worst people on Twitch just showed up. Round of applause for them, please, everyone. Round of applause. This will be their last time here, so you know you gotta show them some support. Goodbye. Alright, so apparently no loot here. Disappointing game. I come all this way to find loot. Oh, 5 shillings. Wow. See, like back here, there should be like a secret special loot back here. So, loot is scarce. Oh, great. Into the... Obviously, not a trap building that's big and open and saying you're being railroaded into this place. Sure, that couldn't be the place. Right, chat? Right? Right? Big open door inviting everyone to come in couldn't possibly be where we're being railroaded to and supposed to go or anything. Let's go into the big, obvious place that's not a trap with blood on the floor.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out.
At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
Whoever he may be,
Are they stupid?
the killer recently entered this bar. Maybe some of the locals saw him.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Wow, cheerful guy. Has anyone been in here recently?
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
The what?
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
Fair point.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I think I'm losing my mind.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets, and I never go outside.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. Be a suitable statement at this point, I think.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business, you hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Jack. He didn't deserve this.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
It's like, where'd the lady go? Apparently she had to clean up the blood.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, a turquoise turtle. I'm the
Something
barmaid
fishy.
here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah, killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
Shh. I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm,
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. Anyone?
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might you be?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
That is a lot. If I stay muted for a bit, feel free to always let me know if my mouth is moving and I'm muted. I try to make sure I unmute, but having family in the background isn't always suitable to things because, yeah, sometimes they scream.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Let's talk with her then. She seemed the most cagey.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Received a hint. Reveals secrets about citizens, someone related to them. Citizen details. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality indicator is the XP you'll earn from feeding on the citizen. Unlock hints to increase this XP. So we want to get all the information we can, so we can actually select to remove people who are a problem, not just drain everyone. So we need a fatigue treatment. Chat, mind me one fatigue treatment whenever we get a chance to make it.
I hope I live long enough.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Vampyr can force to reveal information and hints you've discovered.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
William? Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Well, I don't know if he's gonna clean up.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city?
Now there's something over here. You know, we came out here, and there was nothing here. Now there is.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
Yeah, he wasn't here 2 minutes ago.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. What's this? Some sort of note. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must
I'm not
reach
sure
that
where
barge.
the note went. Chill dog. Dog's not liking that the kids are a little bit restless because he started pawing at me for comfort. Pet me, help me calm down. Look for loot. Ooh, ranged weapon, standard damage. Inflict both standard and stun. Beware of ammo is limited.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
How to switch to my gun. It says we have it equipped, but it doesn't say how I switch between the two. It's not shoot unless you switch to a gun. So how do I switch between weapon sets? Switch melee weapon, switch range weapon. So C? Ah, there it is. At least now we know how to get it to work.
It's locked.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Okay. Wow, we only get 5 XP per enemy. And they said heavy difficulty means you get none. They really don't reward you for combat. I mean, yeah, 5 XP adds up, but 5? Ah, yeah, melee ranged, blood and shadow. No, I want you to target him.
It's a killer! Over there!
3 shillings. Shotgun shell. So apparently we get a shotgun later. Cool. Yeah, no idea where that came from. Got a shotgun, chat. Wee plop.
Sorry, sir. No admittance. Go back!
I was not ready for you to walk in on me. I was trying to investigate the area. New practice and tactics. Oh, great. Is there any other loot we can have? Because I know we're gonna need all the money, because that's just the way games are made. Chat, what is one game where you don't need money or loot? Where it just is the game, and you don't have to worry about collectibles or loot or anything. I can't really think of any where finding things isn't part of the game. up some more shillings for me. Oh, we already got that apparently. Alright. Well, we cleared that area, chat. Let's move on. And I keep meaning to try to quick save, and I keep remembering, don't save on this game. It auto saves and you get to live with it. We really need pick lock.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of dead people here.
First, you see, I need a drink. I'm sorry. As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before. I had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst. I must have more. Oh dear God. Thank you.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
My dearest friend, you're my last and dearest friend.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
I'm out of stamina. Shoo.
William, please. Stop. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my... These men,
They're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Okay.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yeah.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
I cannot enter.
Alright, so we can't get by here, which means the game is railroading us to go this way. I can't run, I can't do anything. Oh great, I get to just watch the murder.
Rotten or crusty.
Why can I not do anything?
Life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Okay. You saw that. So we have to.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Press to embrace or release him.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
So we do get to pick. Can I help him? Because, I mean, we might as well get these and get more XP before we drain him.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Game really pushes you to drink everyone, doesn't it? Alright, let's see. Can we find any sparkly bits for loot? Just saw the poster, that's why we double backed. Want to make sure we got that. All the tidbits of lore unlocked, right? Lead plate and lead rod. Watch. And shillings. Custom marker. Oh. We apparently accidentally made custom markers that we didn't even realize we made. Whitechapel Hospital Docks. Western Docks, Southwark. North Docks, West End. Curfew. No. I was trying to grab a few things. We do not want to fight in 18. 18, I think, yeah, we're 3. 18 verse 3, we lose.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Six. Oh yeah, that's not good. Oh wow. Yep, no, they straight up just massacred us. I didn't even see what it said. When you defeat what? Did we lose some XP? Is that what it said?
It's locked, all right.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Jadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Jadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Not really.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Please show me one.
Of course. bodies will arrive and then...
Well, interesting.
Hurry now, Doctor. It's freezing here. I not want to make wait, Doctor. Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannick.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Alright, I am going to refill coffee and be right back.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need
And we will go from there. Thank you all for being here and hope you're enjoying.
Apparently we're doing more roleplay today than I intended. Oh. Whatever the kids had, I think I caught. I am not doing great. So if I seem off, that's why. We're gonna keep trying, but I want to be clear with you guys so you're aware of what's going on. Oh boy. Can I set places with that one? I feel about there right now. Oh.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Oh boy. We are full swing role-playing this thing now. That was not cool. Sorry about that.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Well, Chad, I am in a rough position.
I'd like to see
we
your
can
boots.
still enjoy
Wise
this
choice,
together.
Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
That's a good shotgun. And other parts. But we only have 23.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
part of my own life.
Good evening, Nurse Hawk.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawk. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of pustulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities. Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. A daily routine.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hallcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
I'm gonna have to call it, chat. This stomach bug or whatever it is getting me real bad. I am sorry. Hopefully we can pick up later. Thank you guys for being here.